Good evening, people, and welcome to a brand new series suggested to me by my friend Harry Benson. Back in February, Harry left a comment on one of my videos saying he'd like to see me do a video series similar to the one I did on Laurel and Hardy about Buster Keaton's short films. So I thought, why not? And to my understanding, Buster Keaton, on his own, when he was writing his own films and directing his own films under the Buster Keaton Productions, it says here he made 19 short silent films. They're all in here, Buster Keaton box set. But he also made one early on. He wrote and directed The Rough House. When he was working with Fatty Arbuckle, because there's a lot on here that are Fatty Arbuckle shorts and Buster Keaton's in them. I've always thought of those as Fatty Arbuckle films first and foremost, and I've said it before, they're okay. I don't think any of those are great, but they're watchable. So the first one he made on his own, according to the internet as I look to my left, was September the 1st, and it's called 1 Week. Now, September the 1st, 1920, 1 week, when I did my favourite Keaton shorts video a year or two ago. This is my favourite one, and watching it again, I highly enjoy this one. This has Buster, he's newly married, and he gets a build-it-yourself house. It all comes in boxes with numbers on. Build 1, build 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you'll have a beautiful house. Someone comes along and changes the numbers. I think changes 3 to 8 and 1 to 4. So the house ends up looking like something out of a German expressionist film. Everything is wrong. Everything's crooked, but I like the way it looks. He throws a party. There's a storm and it's spinning around like it's like a bloody carousel. And then towards the end, he gets told, you're on the wrong lot. It's not lot 99, just slowly turns the sign the other way around. It's lot 66. You're the other side of the train tracks. So they just put the house under the back of the car and wheel it over. But it gets stuck and it breaks down on the train tracks. And he tries to nail the back of the car to the house and gets in his car and the wheels go off, just like in one of Timothy Dalton's Bond films. The wheels and the chassis just come off. Then the train comes and misses it. They're all happy. Then the train comes from the other way and smashes straight through the house. Puts a for sale sign up and then walks off, a la Charlie Chaplin walks off with his wife. It's a great film. I really do think this is a great watch. And I watched it with commentary from some guy called Joseph McBride. And he mentioned a couple of things, that he changed the leading lady to someone had a bit more sturdy, who could take what he wanted to do a little bit more. There's one scene when building the house and Sybil Seeley, the wife, sitting on the window, and then the wall flips up and she's hanging on for dear life and comes round. That's really cool. There's also another scene that you'll see in Steamboat Bill Jr. when the wall of the house comes down and the window, he's just in the window, which Frank Spencer, Michael Crawford took that in the Frank Spencer when the door comes. So that's always cool and very dangerous no matter how big it is. And just things like falling from a height, when he's nailing some wood and he falls from a height. Like, if someone fell from that height in a film today, then you'd have ambulances, you'd have medical people. I'm just thinking, he just fell and he just got up and got on with it. There was also another scene where he's trying to get a piano inside the house and he rigs up these wires to the ceiling. There's someone upstairs and the floor just falls like that. And it reminded me of Laurel and Hardy trying to move a piano. Not quite that elaborate and not that quite as awkward as them two, but that's what it reminded me of. Another scene, he puts the chimney on, but he climbs up the ladder, puts the chimney over him, and then drops through the hole, and the chimney stays where it is. I thought that was hilarious. And another scene, which Joseph McBride said was an allusion to censorship. The wife's in a bath. You see her head, her shoulders. She drops the soap. She's just about to bend over to get the soap, then a hand comes and covers the screen, and the hand comes away, and she gives almost like a nod and a wink to the camera. Oh, I thought that was a nice touch. So whether this commentary enhanced my enjoyment of it, I'm not sure, because he wasn't the most charismatic of voices. And he didn't really go into what was happening on the screen and how A, B, and C was done as much as I would have possibly liked. And he kept mentioning Chaplin. He kept saying, where Chaplin does this, Buster Keaton doesn't have the need to do this. And I thought to myself, or it felt like, maybe because I am a Chaplin fan first and foremost, but it's like you're knocking Chaplin to push up Keaton, and you don't need to do that. It's almost like, if you prefer Keaton, that's fine. But it just felt like he was hammering Charlie a little bit too much. Whether he was or not, I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little bit paranoid and harsh because I love Chaplin more than I love Buster Keaton. I do, but this is a great film. I highly enjoy it. Everything about it. It's just a really good 20 minutes. So that is the first video in this Buster Keaton short silent film series that I don't have a name for as of filming this. I don't know how I'm going to go about this. Like, this video's going for, I don't know, 7-8 minutes. If I have a lot to say about a film, I'll just shoot one. If I have less to say about a certain film, I might put 2 or 3 together and put them that way. Like the Laurel and Hardy stuff, it had, this is disc 1, these are the films on it. I could do it that way, but kind of not, because these discs are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's like 8 films on there, and I don't want to make a video talking about 8 films in one go, because that will be too long. So I don't know how we're going to go about this, but I'm quite looking forward. I've seen all of these before, because I was going through them like last year. I made a point of watching them all, but I will enjoy watching them again because they're short, they're fun, and Buster Keaton is more of an action man than Chaplin, Harold Lloyd, and Laurel and Hardy. So that is it. I will see you in the next video. Good night. Or good day, whatever time we are. Good night, good day, good morning, good evening.